So I think that the most important thing to know is that I'm kind of this. I kind of oversee this marvelous creative chaos. So they begin right from the very beginning of the process. We have 4 stations every year, and in no way do I dictate what will happen at those stations. Students begin in, again, a very controlled kind of chaos, deciding what will the themes be, what's the science that we think is important, what will be hands-on and really engaging activities for students. And as you saw, they this year came to the conclusion that they would go with kind of a seasonal theme. They had a room called Frozen and another one called Spring into STEM. From there, and the day is exciting and a lot of fun. It's well over a month of very focused committee time work. We have committees that range from what you'd call almost historians, so students are documenting through images or through video. Another committee might be responsible exclusively for the testing of the labs that these young girls will do. It's important to them that whatever the lab is, it be successful, because again, their goal is to make girls feel welcome in this field of STEM, but also that every activity genuinely have a component of that engineering and design cycle that you can play and rework and redesign. So once they decide on those, they break into even more committees that both test, but then they make sure to sit down and think about how they'll communicate the lab activities and communicate to girls what the science is, what the STEM is behind these activities, and then also an evaluative process for, how are we doing so far? What do we need to improve for future events?
Hi, I'm Maddie. I'm Liz. I'm Emily. I'm Kirsten. And I'm Caitlin. All right. Okay, so we're just going to start presenting. So our first project that we're going to do is the ice tray battery. So voltaic batteries come in all shapes and sizes. There's tiny button batteries, car batteries, huge industrial heavy weights. Okay, they turn chemical energy into electrical energy that people use to power clocks, toys, cell phones, medical devices, tablets, cars, satellites, or an LED, which we're doing today. So these batteries seem complicated. You can make a real voltaic battery or battery right in your kitchen. Grab the ice tray, we're going to start the electrical moving.
So basically we had a tray, we put vinegar on the end side of it, and we had little tiny nails, and we wrapped copper around them. So we would place one nail with a copper wire into it to create a circuit, and then we had one little light, and we put it in, and it would light up. They'd be like, wow. And then we showed them, if you turn it around, it doesn't light up because you broke the circuit. You always want to capture the interest of everyone around you, not even just children. You can easily capture the interest of older people, younger people. Like when we have these expos around here, we show everyone what we're capable of, and it kind of inspires others around us to do what we're doing.
The next experiment was homemade snow. So basically we just had little tablets that we mixed with water, so it was basically food coloring, and then you combined it with calcium chloride and it foamed up and made snow. And that was the girls' favorite just because they liked the reaction of water turning into snow.
Right.
And then after that we made homemade hand warmers, which is the experiment that I tested out and taught all the girls. So basically we took iron fillings with calcium chloride and water jellies, which are basically just water in a little jelly, just to make it more colorful and fun. So when you mix it all together, the water and the calcium chloride rusts the iron fillings, which then causes a hand warmer. And then the last experiment was just taking this blue goo that you basically put into cold water, and it created long worms. So it was basically solidifying the jelly that you were putting in and making worms. I definitely think it's important to get kids involved at this age. I know when I was younger, I liked science and math, but I was never really introduced into like the STEM field or engineering or technology or anything like that until I was in middle school. So I think it's important to tell the younger kids that this is an option for you because, and actually a lot of girls think that it's a field for men, so it's nice to get young girls involved younger and get them interested so that once they get into middle school and high school and can start choosing their classes, they can kind of go towards that route so they can plan their future for the STEM fields.
We had the Chromatography Butterflies where we used this sort of chemical to put on like coffee filters, and then you dip markers, like you colored in markers, and then you dip the chemical in it and it spreads out, and then you like tie it and make it into a butterfly. And then the color changing flowers, same with that, where you had to make the flower yourself and stuff, and then basically you just like spray it with one sort of chemical and then spray it with another, and it changes colors, and it turned pink. It was originally a white flower and it would turn pink. And then the using heat to make art is we cut out letters that they can tape onto the paper, and then they use another sort of chemical that you spray on, and then you bring it under, and we use heat lamps, and then we put them under the heat lamps, left them there for a little while, and then we gave it back to them, and when they took the cut out letters off, it was like a darker color.
Actually, a lot of people are always like, oh, you're into engineering, and it's kind of like, oh, that's a shot to the heart. Like, yes, I'm in engineering, and I think it feels good being a woman because, yes, you get more opportunities because people want women, but just to prove people wrong that, women can do everything that men can do feels good inside, so.
All right, guys, welcome to Spring into STEM. My name is Gabriella Fiore. This is Eric Fields, Samuel Kraut, and Brian Stanford. Yep, I got it.
I was in the Girls in STEM, and I was in Spring into STEM. So we were basically, I was a presenter in the room, and I was kind of in charge of everything that was going on in there. And basically what we did was we had 4 different assignments that they had to do for little projects that they had to do. One of them was shrink and grow peeps. Another one was chromatography butterflies. Another one was color changing flowers. And the last one was using heat to make art. So my job was basically to present and to introduce people and to walk around the room and show them how to do it. The one that I was presenting, we had 4 presenters in the room, and I was presenting the shrink and grow peeps. To me, that was like the not as interesting one, but they actually really enjoyed it, where you take a marshmallow. It wasn't a peep, but you took a marshmallow and you put in a little test tube, and then you had a decompressor, and then you would like push the decompressor, and then it would suck the air out of the marshmallow, and it would like shrink and look all shriveled up like a raisin pretty much. And then when you took off the decompressor, it grew again. I loved seeing that they enjoyed it, and I was like kind of hoping that they would continue to enjoy it, because I know it doesn't like continue to stay this fun, but still like it was interesting seeing them kind of get that interest, because to me it was also a big deal because I did this Girls in STEM program too, and that's what got me into this program, and it meant a lot to me to help these kids get into the program as well. It means a lot to me also because like I see a lot of empowering women, like usually they're the ones in charge, and it just like gives me hope that not only will that like help in this field, but will help in other fields too, and it'll kind of like diminish the idea that women aren't like superior, like that they are equal to men, or that they can be better than men.
Go ahead. Love life. Make time for what matters most. For the moments that set you free, and the moments that bring you together. Behind every financial decision you make, there is purpose. At CEFCU, we get it. Offering auto loans and banking solutions that are not about us, they're about you. We love banking so you can love life. CEFCU. Great rates, quick approvals. Apply online today. Go ahead. Love life. Believe in your dreams. And theirs too. Look forward to what's next. Behind every financial decision you make, there is purpose. At CEFCU, we get it. Offering loans, lines of credit, and banking solutions that are as unique as you are. It's not about us. It's about you. We love banking, so you can love life. CEFCU. Great rates, quick approvals. Apply online today.
I think probably the most exciting and unique part about teaching at Clean Tech is that we don't teach classes of students, we teach individuals. We have the luxury, the opportunity to be acutely aware of our students' individual and unique talents, and to help them to foster those as mentors to them. What is tremendously exciting about a day like the Girls in STEM event is that they take on that role. So we've offered them an opportunity to collaborate with one another and to work to communicate their own passion for STEM to a group of younger girls. And they take on that role and in turn become the mentors who take time to have a really individual relationship with the girls who are visiting here for the day and to recognize their talents and to make them feel welcome in this world of STEM. I think the key is finding myriad ways to say to young girls, you are welcome here. I think once they're welcomed in, they discover that they have every bit the right to be there. Their own individual passions manifest, whether they find out, hey, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh, wow, look at this. I really have a role. I really am excited by computer science. Honestly, the individual pathway doesn't matter. What matters is that we continue to make them feel welcome.
I love seeing the interest in their eyes, and they get really excited about it, and they want to learn. They ask questions, and they want to know what it's called. They want to know how it works, and I think that's really awesome.
Because I wanted to show how happy they were and how great STEM can be and the effect STEM can have on, and I also did the mentors as well, just because we're showing how we used to be in their shoes and now we've grown up and they can do that as well. So just the effect that STEM can have on people.
Go ahead, love life, believe in your dreams, and theirs too. Look forward to what's next. Behind every financial decision you make, there is purpose. At CEFCU, we get it, offering loans, lines of credit, and banking solutions that are as unique as you are. It's not about us, it's about you. We love banking, so you can love life. CEFCU, great rates, quick approvals, apply online today. Go ahead, love life. Make time for what matters most. For the moments that set you free, and the moments that bring you together. Behind every financial decision you make, there is purpose. At CEFCU, we get it, offering auto loans and banking solutions that are not about us, they're about you. We love banking so you can love life. CEFCU, great rates, quick approvals, apply online today.
In high school, regular high school classes, I didn't do too well. I was average, sometimes above average, but I didn't like it, and I just didn't feel like I would get into a good college. But now I feel like if I go to Hudson Valley, I think I'll transfer to a 4-year and get into a good 4-year, so I'm excited about it. I've definitely gained communication skills because in the beginning of the year, even last year, it was really hard to have to deal with other people, and it was a huge mess. But now if we do a group project, it's it goes so smoothly for me, and it helped a lot. Well, like I said before, the college work, I definitely have a better grasp on it than I ever did before, and I feel like I said, I can jump right into college and not have to worry about that adjustment period and have my GPA go down. But other than that, it also helped with communicating with professors and learning how to do stuff on my own, because sometimes the homework isn't required, but you should do it, and I feel like that helped me a lot.
There's a lot of opportunities that can derive from this program. I think that it's really, like you said, it kind of just opens up a world of opportunities. There's many things that I can do. Other kids, I have a leg up over other children now. So I can easily go out. After this, we already have set scholarships to Hudson Valley, so we can go there for free. So I already have college taken care of. I can transfer with the credits that I already have. So there's a lot of different opportunities that I can hold on to and take advantage of. It's actually crazy. It's because I came in here. From where I come from, like I've said, there's not a lot of opportunities like this. So I came in not really knowing that much. I knew I was interested in clean energy and technology in general, just STEM, the whole aspect of it. And then as I've come here, I've grown and kind of adapted into the field. So now I really know that this is what I want to do when I'm older. I know that this is helpful to many people around us, and it's like an impacting field, I would say. Definitely collaboration, that's one thing that I mean, before, I'm good at collaborating with people, but here you have to collaborate with other people that you never knew before. I had no clue who any of these kids were beforehand. We had to collaborate with the seniors, so there's collaboration. Let's see, communication. We had to learn how to talk to the business people and everything. That was kind of intimidating, but it's fine now. Real world skills that we definitely need. Things that, so when you go out, you can leave this and you can easily get a job anywhere.
I definitely think this program and just being involved in engineering has really helped me in almost everything. I was in middle school, before I was in this program, I was very shy, and not that I didn't care about my grades, but it wasn't something that I wanted to strive to do good in. It was just I got grades and that was it. So I think coming into this program, it has helped me in my communication skills because I've been able to get up and talk to businessmen and try to portray all my projects that I've done. And also I think it's helped me strive to do good in school because I want to get good grades so I can get into a good college and do something, you know, with the education that I have. So with this program, I'm going to be graduating with a year of college done. So then I'll be able to go to Hudson Valley for a year for free, and then be able to move on to a 4-year school. And it's definitely looks good on your resume to say that, you know, you've been doing college throughout your high school career and graduating with a year already done. So I mean, it's definitely pushed me to be able to go to college, but I think that going in a year ahead of everyone, where they have to go in taking all their prerequisites, and we've already done that, so we're able to just get a jump start in on the field that we want to do instead of having to take, you know, our math, science, English, and math, and our sociologies or whatever. So I think that it's beneficial because we can just go in and say, all right, I want to do this, and be able to take the classes I want and not have to be behind with everyone else. I think this program really allows you to be proud of yourself, just being able to present your ideas to different business people and also present them to younger kids to get them involved. So
They're confident not because we're telling them every single day, you ought to be confident. They're confident because they've had the opportunity to develop skills that make them feel empowered.
Go ahead. Love life. Believe in your dreams. And theirs too. Look forward to what's next. Behind every financial decision you make, there is purpose. At CEFCU, we get it. Offering loans, lines of credit, and banking solutions that are as unique as you are. It's not about us. It's about you. We love banking, so you can love life. CEFCU. Great rates, quick approvals. Apply online today. Go ahead. Love life. Make time for what matters most. For the moments that set you free. And the moments that bring you together. Behind every financial decision you make, there is purpose. At CEFCU, we get it. Offering auto loans and banking solutions that are not about us, they're about you. We love banking so you can love life. CEFCU. Great rates, quick approvals. Apply online today.
It's amazing. I love all the opportunities they give us here. We're having a group go to California soon because of a school project we had to do. They did so well, they went in a competition, now they're off to California. I was lucky enough to get to go to a climate summit earlier this year, funded by them, funded by the school, and I got to meet a bunch of people and meet with climate activists, and we're hosting one here soon. So it just opens up a lot of opportunities, and it gets you thinking about your environment a lot more and what your impact is. It's amazing. I love educating young girls because I personally got into engineering because of that. I had a bunch of great opportunities through my homeschool, Saratoga, and that got me interested with all these different projects. So I didn't really know at a young age what STEM was. And then I just knew I liked to figure out how things work. And then as I got older, I realized, wait, this is a STEM field. I should be more looking into that. I know it's going to help me a lot. I've been looking at colleges, and from those that I have talked to and explained the program, they're all very interested in it because you don't really get to see programs like this in any other places, and it's offered me so many unique experiences. A lot of the projects we do in the classroom are actually contests that you can then go and enter. We did a Verizon app challenge, so that gives you more real-world experience, and it's such a great program. If you like something, go for it. Learn as much as you can and really try your best, and it will open so many doors for you.
Our students are hearing that not just from us. They take frequent field trips. We have so many marvelous partners who open their doors to us and allow us the opportunity. We were on a field trip on Friday, and repeatedly these employers have two things to say. One, they have continuously jobs available. The place that we visited on Friday, they at any given time have 40 positions for which they're interviewing. But in addition, when they highlight the fields or the areas in which those jobs are available, they are our pathways. And I think that therefore it's not just us kind of telling students reassuringly this will prepare you, that this will make you college ready. Well, they're already taking college coursework. They can say not only I could do that, but I have done that. But then additionally, when they visit these businesses of our partners, they recognize the people in front of me actually are working in these positions and telling me these positions are waiting for you within the next 2 to 4 years. One of the things we hear continually when our students present at expos or when they're asked to speak at our informational events, it's very interesting to me, a few themes emerge. One theme that we continually hear from students is that I've had the opportunity to discover how what I'm passionate about actually will play a role in my future, as both in education and as a worker, that I genuinely understand what I love to do has to do with the world around me. So I think that the Girls in STEM Day is a marvelous manifestation of the kind of learner we build here. These students, I think it's important that you recognize, they attend school in a model where there are no bells. There is not a separate English, science, and mathematics class. Rather, they actually engage in real-world problems. In the earlier part of the year, those real-world problems might, for instance, be water quality, and we've set that parameter. At this time of year, they're in their capstones. They've made the decision about what it is they're going to research and propose a solution to. So, again, there's this absence of bells, there's the absence of the restrictions that somehow or another it has to be a particular skill set. Rather, they approach that problem and say, well, what do I need? What's going to be necessary in math here is that I'm going to need to be able to communicate projections for how my proposed solution will be successful in New York State and perhaps countrywide as I propose it. In science, certainly, they are constantly kind of quantifying and qualifying what would be the environmental impact of what they're proposing. And then, although I'm a little prejudiced as the English teacher, it's all about the communication. One example would be that these youngsters actually write a TED Talk where they communicate the entire process of their capstone, and for everything from how they became passionate about this idea to the final proposal of their solution. But along the way, they're presenting to partners who are gracious enough to come along the way and offer feedback. They're also meeting with other students who have similar projects to support one another. And finally, at our exciting expo at the end of the year, our students are collaborators and communicators. They exhibit consistent good character. They're curious about the world around them. And all of those things bring them to the point that they can be innovators. But here's the key: innovators who are constantly, consciously aware that what they do will have an impact on the world around them. I tell people all the time, because I think it's important to be really honest about it. I taught in a traditional, for over 20 years, taught in a very traditional English classroom, and I loved every minute of it. There was no part of me that felt anything was lacking. There was no part of me that was discontent. I had the opportunity through our district, Dr. Dragoni offered me the opportunity to go visit a school like this one. And I say like because that's important to me. No two schools should be alike on any model. So he offered me an opportunity to visit a school that was like this one. I took that opportunity, and visiting that school, I saw immediately that nexus, that connection to what's happening in the world around students and empowering them to understand that what they're learning now could make them innovators and problem solvers in the world, and be ready through their education to do that was tremendously, tremendously exciting to me. So it was a leap of faith. I loved what I was doing, and I love what I'm doing here. I think, first of all, understanding. I think that it should sound familiar to all of us, because as you've said, this is how our jobs actually functions. Nobody rings a bell and says, here, do the communication part of your job right now. Here's the part of your job that would be more mathematical. It should be familiar to all of us, but I think, first of all, documenting it and sharing it helps us to communicate with others how the model works and how the model makes sense in the context of the greater world. There's another aspect of the documentation, though, that I'm pretty passionate about. I think it's tremendously important, through the use of the GoPros or any form of documentation, that our students see the kind of growth that you were just talking about and celebrating. When we're able to bring backup video footage from the first expo as a freshman, or even just an image of the project that they created as a freshman, and kind of all giggles, they're both nostalgic, slightly embarrassed, and excited about how much they've grown. I love that.
Go ahead. Love life. Make time for what matters most. For the moments that set you free and the moments that bring you together. Behind every financial decision you make, there is purpose. At CEFCU, we get it. Offering auto loans and banking solutions that are not about us, they're about you. We love banking so you can love life. CEFCU. Great rates, quick approvals. Apply online today. Go ahead. Love life. Believe in your dreams. And theirs too. Look forward to what's next. Behind every financial decision you make, there is purpose. At CEFCU, we get it. Offering loans, lines of credit, and banking solutions that are as unique as you are. It's not about us. It's about you. We love banking, so you can love life. CEFCU. Great rates, quick approvals. Apply online today.